Have you seen this on Xpress Radio? Xpress Radio.
Hello and welcome to Xpress Radio. You're joined by me, Sally Cross.
And me, Alec Evans.
Hi, I'm Chris Evans, but I'm not that Chris Evans. I'm a new Chris Evans and an entirely, different one to that one, aren't I, guys?
Yes, and you're also you're not my brother.
There's nothing like that going on here.
And you're listening to Have You Seen This on a brighter note. If you want to text into the studio, then message to studio 82010 or email us at studio@xpressradio.co.uk, or you can phone in on 02920 781 530. So we're a film show, and we're going to start by introducing our amazing favourite films. So we're going to start with Alec.
Well, I'm really big on my comedy films. One film that has particularly been of interest to me, I've actually watched it 4 times in the last 2 months, 3 times of which have been at uni, is Airplane, which is just pretty much defines the kind of humour that I like. It's just so abstract and ridiculous, and there's just so many classic moments and so many quotable moments that
almost too many.
Yes. And I'm also a big fan of the Wayne's World films, because again, there are just so many classic moments and some interesting guests. I'm a big Mike Myers fan. I'd say my favourite film of last year was probably The Social Network, because because even though, if you just think about the basic concept of the storyline, it's a film about Facebook. You just think, how interesting can this film be? But they put in some really good characters and plots and stuff, and
Jesse Eisenberg is very good.
Eigenberg. Jesse Eisenberg. He's really good. I enjoy him. No, Social Network's really good, and the DVD cover is like Facebook on the back of it. It's really amazing.
Yeah,
very clever.
And on the screen for the film title, when it just says the show Social Network in the Facebook logo.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, and the soundtrack's really good as well. Trent Reznor and somebody else
from Nine Inch Nails.
Very good.
Yeah. Chris, what about you?
Are we going to me now? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I like just general films, really. Anything. I've narrowed it down to about. 3. I say Star Wars, the Star Wars saga. That's in the 3rd position.
Even the first 3, the prequels.
Just the prequels, but Phantom Menace is my favourite of them.
Phantom Menace was the first one I saw, actually.
See, exactly. So Star Wars is about the childrening.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to find Jar Jar Binks so funny.
He was amazing, Jar Jar, and still today he remains an amazing character, which I enjoy. Second, we've got Blade Runner. I really enjoy Blade Runner. It used to be my favourite, but it's not now.
Why?
Yeah, it's just not now. And why?
Have you watched
I'll tell you why,
death,
Sally. It's because my favourite is now Heat. Have you seen Heat?
I've never seen Heat.
Heat, we have...
Is that Helen Mirren?
No, that's the Queen.
That's red.
No, Heat has Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in it, and it's essentially about a sort of cops and robbers sort of scenario, but it's a lot deeper than that, and it's got very good Moby songs in it. Moby I enjoy.
Moby's good.
You like Moby?
I like Moby.
Fan
it's
of Moby.
Very, serene.
Very serene. Oh, very brilliant.
Serene.
Oh, I love the end scene.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. Yes, so that's my favourite. What about you, Sally?
I'll give you my top 3 as well.
Oh, are you? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's got to be said, Titanic is definitely up there in the top 3. DiCaprio, just beautiful.
It's up somewhere, isn't it?
I'm loving it. And a bit of Kate Winslet as well. Definitely her best film to date. I'm just going to say it as it is. I'm liking a bit of Mean Girls, like my quotes.
I hate to admit that I absolutely love that film.
You can't hate to admit it's the best film in the world.
It is a bit too much of a chick flick for me, but...
see, I have a problem with it being called a chick flick. It's not. It's marketed for, girls, women, things like this. But I don't think it's a chick flick necessarily. I think it transcends the chick flick sort of genre.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I suppose
scientific film.
Yeah.
I suppose in a way you could say it's more like the psychology behind how girls act sometimes. I may be looking into Mean Girls a bit too much, but...
Sally, you're a girl. Is that how they act? Psychology-wise?
Well, some girls.
I don't particularly think I am.
You're a mean girl, Sally Cross.
I'm definitely not. Well, I don't think I am. I hope my friends don't think I am. Anyway, text in if
They
you
can
think I'm a
text in.
mean girl. No, and then my other one is a classic Johnny Depp film called Benny and June. I'm obsessed with Johnny Depp. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm obsessed with him, and it is just a perfect film for me.
Are you big on the Pirates of the Caribbean films?
Oh yes.
I actually saw the latest one being filmed.
Did you?
Yeah, I was looking around Trinity Music College and I saw him in his pirate gear just waiting
Well,
around.
that's a bit of a accolade to have there, my friend.
An accolade. You sure about that?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was a
Right.
couple of days before. You know, he went into that school
Yeah.
and gave the children some sweet.
I know, melted my heart that scene. Oh, beautiful. What a man. So after establishing our favourite films, I think we're going to be a bit
actors.
of music here.
Yes.
But yeah, feel free to text in, email or phone. We'd love to hear from you and let us know what your favourite films are. So now we're going to play Crush on You by Nero. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that bit of dubstep there.
After you
Crush
playing
on
that
You,
song,
Nero.
Sally, I've got a bit of a crush on you.
Oh, nice.
Duh.
Nice link in there. Wow, cheese ahoy. Wow, I don't really know where to go from here. Thanks,
We're going to do
guys.
some reviews, aren't we?
Yeah, film reviews.
Right.
Who wants to go
Okay.
first?
Well, I've got a review.
Go
What's
for
your
it.
review, Alex? Please tell us.
My review is actually something that I wrote into Quench magazine for, and I got it published. It was a review for the new Johnny English film, Johnny English Reborn. And when you think of the think back to the first Johnny English film, which was
I'm thinking.
6 years ago, I think.
I
But 8
enjoyed
years
that
ago.
one.
Yeah. But as much as I enjoyed that film, you don't watch it and think this really needs a sequel.
No, I agree with you
It
on
doesn't
that
really
one.
feel like the film needs to go somewhere.
And considering it's been so long since the other one came out, it's
Yeah.
really, I thought it was quite strange.
I was shocked.
A welcome
Yeah.
return,
In
though,
awe.
because I really enjoyed the first
so
one.
what's Rowan Atkinson done since then?
Oh.
Living in his mansion, I assume.
Yeah.
Not that we can speculate about things like
I
that. Let's
don't know.
let's review the film and then we'll leave
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson's
To
private
do
life.
whatever he wants to do.
I think in terms of Rowan Atkinson stuff that can be remade, I'm definitely glad they did a new Johnny English as opposed to a new, like, not the 9 o'clock news or Blackadder, because those things were just so in their time of the 70s and 80s that it was just, it wouldn't
Blackadder
feel
wasn't in
right
its
to do
time,
them
though,
nowadays.
was it really?
What?
Was it? Blackadder was like the history. It was,
Yeah.
I
not
think
in
you
its-
can get
No, but I
away
mean,
with
just something being filmed so long ago in comparison to now, it never really seems right to resurrect something that's been gone
Yeah.
off so long.
I think you can get away with the whole Johnny English thing
Yeah.
because
It's fun,
with
isn't
so
it?
much
It's just-
speculation
Yeah.
about the new James Bond
Ah,
and
yes.
also Mission Impossible 4, you know, it's good to have a comedy kind of detective agent kind of thing going on, and I think that's good. I think it breaks up that whole seriousness of thrillers and everything else that's been out at the moment.
That's very true.
Yeah,
I
in
agree.
my Quench review for it, I described Johnny English as Bond by profession, Bean by execution.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
execution.
Nice. I enjoy that. That makes me happy.
that's a line right there.
So how long
Was
are we
that
going
like
to
the
do it?
subheading of that?
What?
Was that the subheading?
No,
of
it
the
was just something I put in there.
that sounds good.
But yeah, there's. I think the thing about Johnny English Reborn, even though it probably wasn't necessary, I think for what they had to do, they pulled it off really well. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I need to look at this as a piece of cinema as opposed to how much I enjoy it, because I'm just a Rowan Atkinson fanboy, and I'll just.
Who isn't? Let's be honest.
He's just the way he says some words. Like,
I enjoy. They incorporated that into the film, didn't they? That his
his
character,
style,
his
the way that he says some words.
Oh, that's
really
not
good.
bad.
That's quite good.
I'll give you that. That was good.
I'll
I
give
enjoyed
you that. 1 point.
Yeah.
Point to Alec there.
Anyway, on to the actual film and what happens in the film. I think there are some bits that are quite reminiscent of the first film. Like, there's a bit where he loses a key that he needs to keep, and he shows it to people without having known that he's lost the key, and everyone gasps, and he goes, "I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?" And it's like in the first film where the crown jewels have been stolen. Yeah. But
Johnny.
yeah, there are some proper classic moments that I thought, how come these moments weren't in the first film? Like, there's a bit where he's going undercover, and so he accidentally lets off an agent in distress alarm.
Oh,
And there's also a bit where
that Johnny.
he's having a meeting with one of his fellow secret agents in the toilets, and they're having a pretty serious argument. Then someone else comes in and just washes their hands, and they just pretend like nothing's happened. They're just having a
Classic
casual
Johnny.
conversation in there.
And also we've got Gillian Anderson in that, haven't you? From the X-Files.
Yeah.
She's MI6. She's
one thing about Johnny English Reborn is the fact that it doesn't actually have any of the apart from Johnny English, there are no characters from the original, so no Boff.
I was going to say I was upset that Ben Miller was in it.
And no Natalie Imbruglia either.
He was meant to be
John
in it,
Malkovich as Pascal Sauvage.
Oh, he's in jail though, isn't he? So. But
not the real.
No, John Malkovich very much alive and well and acting and things. But no, they were meant to have Ben Miller in it. He filmed a scene and everything, and he was on the red carpet, but apparently they didn't have time to fit him in the film.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad because I thought he was quite integral.
I think it really brought out Rowan Atkinson's character with Boff, because he tried to make Rowan Atkinson tried to make himself out to be really like serious, and then Boff to be the idiot, but actually kind of turned out to be the other way around, which is what I enjoyed, so I kind of miss that.
Another thing about this film is that there's less dependence on ridiculous gadgets. Like in the first one, there are moments like when they drive past. No, they're not even driving past. There's the car on the being held by the crane, and it gets photographed, and they just press a button that lets off the fire the speed camera and destroys it. So I think there are less moments like that. There's a moment where he accidentally makes the MI6 cap fall out of the window, which is just a bit...
That happened to you, didn't it, Sally?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Didn't your cat
It's an
fall
easy mistake to
They land on their feet, though.
They do.
They are always fine.
And thankfully this cat did survive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
even
no
though
worries,
it is just a fictional cat.
No worries.
No worries.
Yeah, it's definitely a good family film, and it just has... If you like Rowan Atkinson, you'll like it, basically.
And the original.
It's not up there with Blackadder, and it's not exactly pushing the boundaries of cinema, but it's definitely a thoroughly satisfying film to watch.
That's very good. Yes, I really enjoyed Johnny English. We didn't see it together, unfortunately. No. I mean, things get in the way. But no, I thought it was really funny, and now I'm going to review The Help.
That was a seamless link. I'm gonna just
seamless. Yes. The Help. It's a bit of dark. We got a darker tone now. It's not an out and out comedy. It stars Emma Stone. We've got also Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer, and it's also got Alison Janney. Don't know if you know Alison Janney from The West Wing, Little Miss Sunshine, things like this.
Lovely. Oh, she's a good actress. Is she the little girl?
No, she is an old woman.
Wow.
No, not old, middle-aged. Anyway, The Help is about sort of civil rights era America. We've got African American maids working for these rich, quite wealthy people who live in Mississippi. It's all sort of. There's a lot of women in the film. There's not many men. There's not much of a male influence, but this sort of. Anyway, I digress about this. Emma Stone plays a girl named Skeeter, and she's fresh out of college. She wants to be a novelist, but the person at the book agency, she said that she hasn't got enough experience to be a novelist yet. So she's gone to the local paper, and she's got to get, she's got to get a bit of experience doing it. So they put her in a cleaning column for housewives and things like this.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's very, it's the 60s. They're allowed to do this. It's very chic now, isn't it, to do things like this?
It is.
How were we like back then? Oh, Mad Men and things like that. Anyway, so she goes to help. She goes to a friend's house, and they're having like a bridge night. I assume bridge is like a board game. It's always in American films, isn't it? Oh, we can play bridge
I've
tonight.
heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I assume it's like backgammon. I don't know why.
Again, let us know if you know what bridge is.
If you know what bridge is, please email into us at studio@xpressradio.co.uk, things like this, because we need to know what bridge is.
We'll be up all night if you don't.
I certainly will. I can't use a computer myself, so please ring in or whatever. And yes. So anyway, they go over to the friend's house to play bridge, and the African American maid is there, and they talk to her. She needs to talk to her to get an idea of how the cleaning works, because she's never cleaned in life. She's from a wealthy family. They're all from wealthy families. So she has a conversation with her, and she sort of stumbles upon how the maids is being treated then by this family, because she had the girl, the Skeeter, she had a maid herself, and she raised her, so she would never, as far as she was concerned, she would never treat a person like that. But yes, so she goes to the maid, asks for help, and she's like, "Oh, maid, it seems that you're, in a bit of a pickle. Do you want to write about your experiences, maid?" And maid says, she's a bit funny about it at the beginning, because she doesn't want to get caught out. She knows she'd get sacked, because she's got a friend named Minnie who's very outspoken, very things like this, and she keeps getting sacked from places.
Oh dear.
Anyway, so it sets into emotion. they sort of all, eventually she does agree, you know, to give her a few anecdotes about what it's like, things like this. And she does write it down, and then eventually she gets the maid involved. Well, the other maids involved in town in a lot of, you know, cajoling and things like this to get them involved. And I'm not going to give away the ending, obviously, but I thought it was a very uplifting film. It's very uncomfortable to watch sometimes. It's a lot of unfortunate language in there, which, you know, it has to be in there, otherwise, you know, it wouldn't be true to life, really. It's not based on any real story, from what I can gather. It's based on a novel, but, you know, it felt very real then. It was very warm. It was very funny for such a serious, you know, issues in the
funny in a very different way to Johnny English. Then.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's no Johnny English. There's no, you know, exploding cars or anything.
I mean, Emma Stone's in it, and if you don't know who she is, she's in Easy A, and she's also going to be in the new Spider-Man film with Andrew Garfield.
Is she?
Yeah, she's playing MJ. So what was she like in this film?
Oh, in this film, she's very good. She's not as she usually is. You know, she's usually sort of quite brash, quite sarcastic,
very comic as well. Yes. That's how I've.
In this, she's not particularly comic. She's sort of, which I enjoyed actually. I thought it was nice. There's another dimension to her as an actress. I thought she was
refreshing.
Definitely refreshing. Definitely. She was very. She has to play the nerd, sort of a nerd girl, which, you know, it's Emma Stone. She's not going to play much of a nerd. Exactly, yeah. So it's a bit of a Hollywood nerd girl, really. But she does play it very well. And obviously the other lead, Viola Davis, who plays the original maid, she goes to her, Aibileen. She's fantastic in it, and, you know, she gets the sense of sort of comedy and drama really well. She's got a really, you know, serious role to play in this film. And it sometimes struggles mixing the balance, because you'll have a scene of high comedy, and then you'll have a scene of like spousal abuse and things like this, and it's a bit, you know,
hit and miss.
Sometimes the balance isn't right, and it's a bit uncomfortable. But, you know, I mean, I think it was good. I would definitely see it again. And I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Yes.
Nice.
Definitely. So if you'll excuse the pun, you think it's well made?
Oh gosh.
Silence in the studio here.
Well, yes, well made. It's a well-made film.
A quick review on Lion King 3D.
Yes.
As we all know, The Lion King is a bit of a classic, and if you haven't seen it, I will be very shocked and upset and saddened, quite frankly. But no, it's an extremely good remastered of the actual film. When I watched it as a kid, and actually this year I watched it in the West End as well, which I also recommend to watch, because it is absolutely amazing. But in 3D, it's brilliant. You know, you really get to see the characters more, and there's so much. If you go watch it when you're older, there's so much adult humour in it that you don't actually realise.
Well, like that Toy Story's just like that, isn't
exactly. It's that same kind of thing, where as a kid, there are some really funny bits, but as an adult, you're like, oh my god.
Some parts are really dark, like the hyena march. It's like, whoa, what is going on?
It's amazing now, especially in the 3D. It really jumps out at you.
Yeah, the songs too.
I definitely give that, and I'm going to do it. First show, 10 out of 10.
Well, fair enough. It is a classic film.
It's a classic.
10?
It's a cartoon. Oh, it's just beautiful, and I think I cried even more than I did the first time, which isn't hard. We're going to play another song now, Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed our reviews there. Give us a text into what you think, if you've watched any of them, or in fact what you've watched recently.
Yes.
Right, that is a fantastic opportunity to get involved with if you want to win 2 tickets to Stephen Merchant. Winner announced tonight at 8 p.m, so please listen. We've also had a text from Abby and Beth saying that they love the show, and that their favourite film is Sex and the City. Also, guys, you wanted us to play Bow Chicka Wow Wow by Mike Posner and Little Wayne. We're going to see what we can do and put that on next week, so make sure you tune in to listen to that.
Please join us as well.
Listen to that gem. Thanks for texting in.
Sonia and Alice have also texted in for me, this show specifically, actually. But we don't know what they've said, so I can only assume they've said very lovely things about the show, because they are nice people. So thank you, Sonia and Alice. We haven't got the music you're requesting either.
So we're going to move on to a quick TV review of what we've been watching this week. Chris, would you like to start us off?
Oh, go on then. Maybe I will. Right. Well, not just this week. Last night I watched The Apprentice, the Young Apprentice, not the Junior Apprentice. It's Young Apprentice.
Politically correct.
It's a bit more Star Warsy now than it used to be. My very young apprentice, etc., etc. It's sort of everyone knows what The Apprentice is. Everyone knows blah blah blah. The main talking point, I would say, is there apprentice fatigue now? Because there have been 3 series this year. Well, in the last 12 months, I would suppose.
Yeah.
There was one leading up to December last Christmas.
Yeah.
There's one this Christmas, and there was one in the summer.
Yeah.
Is there too much apprentice, or is it still fresh as the flowers they were doing yesterday?
Well, I think that.
Nice link.
Yeah, I think often The Apprentice has things like, I think it was this summer's Apprentice. They had just out of nowhere they fired 2 people.
Exciting.
And by doing things like that, they're keeping the show relatively fresh.
By sacking more faces.
Yeah. No, but I mean just things going out of nowhere like that.
Yeah, I think
they're doing a fairly good job. I mean, I haven't watched the new series yet.
You should get on this. You should. It's all on the iPlayer. It's all there to watch.
What I do enjoy about The Apprentice is the live Twitter feed that you get with Sarah Sugar.
Gosh, yeah.
That's the best thing.
Lord Sugar.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Lord Sugar.
Young Lord Sugar.
It's all about this political correctness with him now, isn't it? And he's very good to listen to. And just tweet. He just tweets about the whole show while you're watching it, and I do enjoy.
His live tweets are very good, and often retweets cancer charities and things like that.
Exactly.
So you know he's doing a good job, don't you?
Out of 10?
For last night. Can I go into a bit more detail?
Why not?
It was it was a flower arranging task. They had to arrange flowers. They had to sell them to. There was a few clients. You know the gist. He sets up clients. Blah blah blah. But there were a few sexist incidents.
Oh no.
There was an incident where Nick Hewer, very respected.
Our own Nick.
And he said the girl should have gone and done the pitch for the flowers. And I thought, Nick, I am surprised at you. You and Margaret, originally best friends, you've sort of made friends with Karen, but
maybe it was Karen's influence. Maybe Margaret should come back.
You know what? I think Karen, for being on that show and he saying that, I think she should say something.
Well, well, you need to think about it like this, because it might not be what he's saying is sexist. It's just the people that they're appealing to. I mean, the people that would be buying the flowers.
No.
Maybe he just doesn't know her name. And it's his kind of way of...
Maybe. But the girl should have done this, because she's better. No, but he sort of said that because in one of the teams, the girl did do the pitch with a boy, and he said how well that went because she was a girl.
Yeah.
And then he said, these are 2 boys, they don't know anything about style, they should have had a girl doing it. Now...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now...
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Can you give me that? Can I keep that one?
You can have a point for that.
Thank you. But yes, good show. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to keep watching it because it's very enjoyable.
Can you give it an out of 10 yet?
Do you want an out of 10?
I want an out of 10.
It's hard to do out of 10s when it's...
Out of 5.
Yes, Sally. God.
The whole
5.
series.
Yeah.
See what I did?
No.
5 out of 5.
Nice.
I mean,
That's
are there any significant... Who are the most significant people going for it? I mean, candidates.
Well, I quite liked...
Do you have a favourite?
It's not particularly, no. There's they haven't come out of their shells. I know it's only it's the 3rd week. There's one that they all hate though, and they all don't like him so much. When they come back into the house and it's like, who's been fired? The one guy came back and this boy just left. I can't remember their names right now. I'm getting really flustered.
It's fine because it's only the 2nd episode, so you can't really expect to know. Oh, sorry,
3rd. I can't really expect to know, and I will be scolded for it.
Okay. Alec, what have you been watching this week?
Well, I've watched the new South Park episode.
Oh.
Which I think the thing about South Park is that they always manage to get topical things, which I really like. And there were a couple of episodes this summer, around May, June time, and I thought they were good. And this is actually the first one I've watched from this December outing of the new series.
Yeah, they have a hiatus, don't they?
Yeah,
in between the series.
And
go on.
Sorry, can I just remind adults that it's not a cartoon for children. When I was younger, my auntie made me watch it.
My nan bought it for me.
Well, she didn't make me watch it. She just thought it was a cartoon.
And she didn't just buy it for me. She bought me the film. No. There's a song in that. We all know how it goes.
Well, it's a 15 film, isn't it?
It's a 15. I was about 9. So, think again, Nan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this particular episode of South Park isn't really that controversial in terms of subjects. But, it's about it's called 1%.
Oh.
And
I saw this one.
yeah, there's the whole of what's it called? South Park Elementary. No, all the school, South Park
kids,
Elementary. Yeah, the whole school needs to do gym practice because the national the average of the school was brought down so much by Cartman, and they're not allowed to single him out.
Yes, they're not allowed.
And Cartman sees himself as victimised by the 99% when they retaliate by just saying, "You're the reason this happened to us," and then it goes into Cartman's stuffed animals like Clyde Frog.
Artemis Clyde Frog.
Yeah.
We all love that.
He goes into his bedroom and says, "No,
Are you just reviewing things you can do impressions?
I think that's what it is. I think we're going to have to elect Alec as token. What's it called?
Token? Funnily enough, a character in South Park
it's called Token. Yes, I am aware of this.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
And this episode, I think... even the new South Park, you just think, like I was saying about Johnny English, how could they have not done this before?
Yeah.
You just think like it is classic South Park.
It's because of the Wall Street, the Occupy Wall Street and things like that movement.
Yeah.
It's sort of based on that, and it's based on like everyone saying, just anti-capitalist protests and things like this. But yes,
and I'm guessing there'll be quite a few topical ones. Like, what were the more topical ones in summer? There was one about the iPad.
Oh, can't do that now.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Steve Jobs.
Thank you, well done.
And it was basically making fun of the fact that people don't really read the terms and conditions for iTunes.
No. Well, yes. So South Park, we still enjoy.
Yeah.
What are we giving it out of 10?
Or 5.
Or 5.
Let's do 10. I'd say it's an 8 probably.
Oh,
an 8.
Yeah.
8.
I mean, it's not the best episode ever.
Happy medium.
Like.
No, happy medium is 5.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's definitely up there, and I wouldn't be disappointed if it were in an earlier series.
Yeah, I thought it was a good one because I think they tend to dip sometimes. I don't like the what's the one? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so
Imagination Land.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's the one I didn't like.
It was a bit too long for a not that great idea, I think.
Went on a bit like this radio show. No, it good. Moving on.
I've been reviewing One Tree Hill Series 8 coming out on box set soon. It's extremely amazing. I mean, I would suggest getting into One Tree Hill if you haven't. But
no, I haven't. Give me the premise.
Okay. Well, basically, it's just a group. Let me start again. It's a group of people, and if you start from series 1, it's amazing because like
it's got James Lafferty, isn't it, and Chad Michael Murray in the season, and isn't it about them?
But Chad Michael Murray's not in the new one.
Oh right, okay.
It's also got what's her name? The girl from John Tucker Must Die, Sophia Bush.
Oh,
as
wouldn't have said that.
And the good thing about it is if you watch it from season 1 to season 8, you'll see a lot of the characters go through. It's not like some of the programs that you watch where if you watch one season, like Waterloo Road, for example, they change characters literally like every
I think they've moved to
season.
Scotland now as well. They've relocated it. I don't understand how they do it.
Yeah, so it's really good in that respect. But yeah, I mean, don't just go on my word. If you want to watch it, start from season 1 because otherwise you'll watch it and you'll have no idea. It's quite a complicated series. It starts off very complicated, but I must warn you in advance. It's very sad. I think I blubbed consistently.
You what?
Blubbed.
Oh, blubbed.
Cried my eyes out for about 4 episodes in a row at the start.
4 in a row?
4 in a row. And I'm not a blubber, so I found this extremely, heart-wrenching. And, it is... You'll like it, you'll enjoy it if you like your Gossip Girls and 90210. I think it's a really good typical American drama that's out at the moment, and it's a bit different because it's got a lot more it's not real life, not in any
more
means.
of a backstory, more of a history to it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can watch it, and you can watch all of them, and it's a really easy thing to watch, but you still get a really good story from it. So I think if you enjoy that kind of American drama thing, then you're going to love it.
Mainly teen.
American teen drama, although they have grown up quite a lot.
Yeah, well, they're all played by 20-year-olds anyway, aren't they?
Exactly.
So I can only assume James Lafferty is about 32 now.
But he's still gorgeous.
Fair enough.
So,
that's all that matters.
yeah, and I think you could get it both into it if you're a boy or a girl. You don't have to be a girl to kind of think, oh, One Tree Hill.
Is it about basketball?
Yes,
at the beginning.
It focuses a lot, but that's when they're in school. They're not in school anymore.
Oh, not in school
but
anymore.
Series 8, very tense, very good. get into it because
I will.
I really enjoyed it, and see if you can buy the box set as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, I certainly will.
What box sets are out at the moment?
There's quite a few box sets at the moment, actually. But the main one we want to focus on, we've got Downtown. Not
Downtown.
I fell into the trap. The Downton trap. Downton Abbey Series 2.
Maggie Smith.
As we all know,
Amazing.
Maggie Smith. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Bonneville. Do we call him Bonneville or Bonneville?
I call him Bonneville.
I call him Bonneville.
Not to be confused with the chocolates.
There
is other chocolates out there in case,
any other chocolate is just as good
as Bonneville.
But yes, we've got Downton Abbey Series 2, obviously an explosive series of what I was told. No, but yes, we've got, it's the same sort of period drama brilliantness that has captured everyone's hearts and minds throughout the last post X Factor Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point.
So, also we've got Miranda Series 2. Have you liked Miranda?
I adore Miranda.
Now, I don't mind Miranda.
I know actually.
Miranda.
I'm not that familiar.
She's
It's sort of
comic.
She's a comic. What would you say? How would you describe the show, Sally?
She kind of bases it on her own life. It's just a kind of comedy thing. It's kind of like an autobiography in some respects. Sometimes she talks to the camera.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
sort of an old feature of like American television in the 50s that they've brought back.
Modern Vicar of Dibley.
Yes,
I'm going to put a bit of a spin on it like that.
I would say that sort of.
Because
without
it's
the
got
religious
those
element.
Cliche moments. It's got those very funny moments that you don't expect. Very cringe.
She's a bit of a clown.
Cliched in a good way, you mean?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
She's a bit of a clown, isn't she, Miranda?
Oh, she's hilarious.
She's very handsy, wavy.
Vivacious.
I'm waving my hands here, if for the
you
listeners
can't
out there,
see him.
which you can't, obviously. So we've got Miranda Series 2, and we've also got, Sally, you'll love this, The Lion King. Oh, not a box set, but a DVD and a Blu-ray and a 3D Blu-ray.
That's what I enjoy.
And all 3 films, 1 box set.
Lovely.
You can get that.
I'm excited for that.
In 3D?
Don't you worry.
Not that one. Sorry, guys.
I'll let you down on that one.
Big letdown.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to play another song now.
Okay.
Please enjoy. It's Maverick Saver and I Need.
Oh.
Classic at the moment.
Love Maverick.
I hope you enjoy it. Of Maverick Saver there.
That's mellowed me right out, Sally.
I Need. I hope so. Especially after our amazing reviews there.
Yeah, I know. That's just what I needed.
Yeah. I've seen him live. I recommend it if you want to.
That's exciting. Not a music show, though.
No, so we'll move on. We did a quiz.
Oh,
which
yes.
was very...
We did
Alec,
do
would
a
you
quiz,
actually
didn't
like
we?
to introduce it?
Well, I introduced it on this recording. This is the only bit of the show we pre-recorded. This was a quiz that we did yesterday. And, well, why don't you just listen ahead?
It's good. We had to pre-record it simply because I get too excited.
Yes, me and Sally got quite competitive during this quiz, and there was a lot of shaking of fists and saber rattling, etc., etc.
And also, just in case I made any mistakes with the tracks or anything.
Or if I swore, because I'm a swearer, but I'm not swearing today, guys.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm competitive.
So we'd like to know, because we play this quiz, I'd like to know if you can tell us what you think the music is. Send a text to studio, then your message to 82010, and then or email studio@xpressradio.co.uk.
And
go on.
Any suggestions for another quiz if you want to do like a different sort of film idea, tagline quiz, things
or
like
maybe
this.
one day if one of our listeners would actually like to come into the studio and do this quiz with us, or some kind of quiz. We'll see what we can do.
Face the wrath of us. Okay, enjoy very much.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the film music quiz. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to play some clips from songs that are famous for being used in films, not necessarily originally from the film, but famous for being used in those films. And I'm going to get my other 2 presenters to see if they can guess what film it's famous for, who it's by, and what the name of the track is. Okay, are you both ready?
Yes.
Oh, we've got to say how we're going to do it. We're going to beep.
Oh yes, we're going to have to beep, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
just
when
say
it's our turn.
beep.
A makeshift beep. How's your beep going to sound?
Beep!
Right.
How's yours going to sound?
Thank you. Yes. Reciprocate, Sally. Reciprocate. Beep.
It's going to be very broad like that. Okay.
It's gonna be wild.
We're ready.
It's a wild beep.
Okay,
Bring it on.
this is the first clip.
Okay.
Oh, beep!
Yes.
It's
it's
Gold Member.
Yes.
Goldfinger.
You're a gold member.
by James. It's James Bond. It's not
James Blunt Goldfinger.
This isn't going well. James Bond. Goldfinger
Who
by
sang it?
Shirley
Okay.
Bassey.
Right.
Yes, well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, how many points
That
did you get
is-
for that? That's 2 points.
2 points to Sally.
James. No, you know it's from Goldfinger. The
Yeah,
song's
that's what I
called
said.
Goldfinger by Shirley Bassey. That's 3 points.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
sugar.
Ka-ching.
Okay, the second one.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yes.
It's from Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
But I do not know the name of the song, but it was done. What were they? The Black Eyed
Black Eyed
Peas.
Peas.
Then-
It's not by the Black Eyed Peas.
No, but it's pumping it. It's
No, it's not Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas.
I'm fairly certain it is.
Okay, 1 point for you. It's a Miss Lou by Dick.
No, I know it. Pulp Fiction.
you
No,
missed
yeah.
that
So you
one.
get 1 point,
and I know
not 3 points.
all right.
Nice.
Miss Lou.
Okay.
It's the song.
Here's another one.
I have absolutely. What is it?
It's Limp Bizkit.
No.
Lincoln Biscuit.
Linkin Park.
Yes.
I knew it was one of them.
Oh, of course. They sound so similar.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is in.
You not?
No, I actually don't.
It is What I've Done from Transformers.
Oh.
So that's 1 point for you.
I would never have gotten that ever.
If you know that,
Because I've never seen Transformers.
I think you should email.
Should I
in
watch
something.
Transformers? Do you
I
think?
think I have
Would
no
you
idea.
recommend it?
Wow. Why don't you ask our audience to
Audience, if you like Transformers and you also knew that little
let
ditty,
us know?
that little
Yeah.
ditty by the parks. Is that what they call the parks?
The
anyway,
parks.
the parks.
That's what
yes.
you youths say, you know.
Uncouth.
Next,
Okay.
ready?
Oh, I like this song. But I don't know what film it's from. I know the song though. I do know the song. I know the music. But I'm not
Beep.
I'm not Beep. Oh sorry, Beep, yes, Beep.
Yes.
Beep. It's Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it's not. I was going to say Proud Mary then. It's not Proud Mary. It's Bad Moon Rising, obviously, because it just said I hear Bad Moon Rising. But I do not know the film.
It's from American Werewolf in London.
Well, I've never seen that film.
Okay.
And,
Well, that's 2 points for
and
you.
I'm fairly sure it wasn't written for it. Okay, maybe. You know, on the technicality, maybe.
Okay. This next one, you might need to listen to the backing track to get a good idea
Oh.
of what it is.
Oh, Beep!
Yes.
Oh no!
It's Mission Impossible.
Quiet.
Yes.
And
Which mission?
is it? Oh, 2.
Yes.
And it's Limp Bizkit this
Yes.
time.
Oh.
I can't tell you what the song is. I'm just going to have to settle for 2 points.
Let's take a look around.
Rolling.
Okay.
The only song is rolling. Oh.
Okay.
Beep.
Yes.
This is The Lion King,
Yeah.
and it's Elton John,
Yeah.
and it's Can You Feel the Love Tonight, isn't it, Sally?
It is definitely Can You
Okay,
Feel the
so
Do you
Love?
that's
feel really
3.
bad that I've gotten that?
I'm really upset about this.
Okay, that's 3 points
yes.
for you.
I'm very glad.
Oh, Beep!
Yeah.
Sorry.
No!
That is definitely Celine Dion.
Oh.
My Heart Will Go On from
I can't
Titanic.
believe you got that. I love
Yes, it
Celine.
is. Well done.
I love
So, 3
Celine.
points for you.
Definitely 3 points.
Not
for
from
me
her
there.
best album, though.
Chris just admitted to liking Celine Dion on radio.
Her best album is A New Day Has Come.
Of course.
She's on the front cover, standing in blue.
I think we should move on quite
And on
soon.
that bombshell.
Oh.
Beep! No!
No, you...
Oh, yes, what?
Oh, go on, then. What is it? Wait, what is it? Go on. You will lose all your points if you don't get it right now.
You'll
No,
lose
don't
3
say that.
points.
It's
Yeah,
definitely-
surely you got it from that.
I thought-
That familiar
I was
beat.
going to say something else, but I'm
Of
not.
course you were.
I'm not going to say. Chris, I was beeping on your behalf. You know this.
I absolutely don't. Can we hear a bit more? Sally's not allowed to
You
answer.
can.
Sally's not allowed to
Sally,
answer.
block yours.
Okay, blocking.
Right, okay. Well, I
You
know
going to
that.
beat?
I don't know the film.
I know the film!
No, you don't. Shut up.
I'm sorry,
Right, well,
you've lost your chance.
beep.
Yes?
Yeah, you can't answer this. It's The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News.
Yes.
But I have absolutely no idea what the film is.
It's Back to the Future.
I'm going to say it was Back to the Future. I was going to say it was I've not seen the films, though.
I can't believe that. It's
Can
an
you not
absolute
believe that I've
classic.
seen-
I can't believe you've
It
not
was even
seen the
remastered
film.
last year. You must have seen the
Oh, of
remaster.
course, yeah, I know.
Everyone.
Everyone saw it.
Everyone
Didn't know the
did,
song, though, did you? So clearly you missed out on that. Oversold.
Next song.
Me!
Oh,
Yes.
I was too busy enjoying that.
Oh my goodness. Shrek.
Yes.
You looked at me just
that's
before you
it.
said that. It was like,
That was
I
an
can't
obvious
remember.
answer to that.
Shrek. Oh, ugly.
You have to tell me the artist and then
Do you not know the rest? It's Smash Mouth, and it's All Star.
Yes, well done.
And it's
So,
in Shrek. It features at the beginning.
yes, 2 points for you and
1
1
point.
point.
Also in the film Rat Race at the end. Have you seen
Lovely.
Rat Race?
No.
Really good.
Rowan Atkinson. Lovely.
Enrico Pellini.
Yes.
He wants to win a
Next.
direct.
One last one.
No!
Yes.
Get my.
I know it. I know
it's
this.
definitely
It's-
Eminem.
Yes.
It's 8 Mile, the
Yes.
film, and it's Lose Yourself.
Yes, well done.
In the music, the
My
moment.
gosh, Sally, you are so good at this game.
So with 13 points, the winner is Sally.
Well done, Sally.
Woo! I'm so amazing.
I had a fairly good
Right.
11 points
yes,
for you.
thank you. Yes, thank you.
Commiserations, but quite pathetic.
Well, I don't think it's that pathetic, really. I think I did quite well, considering I had a raving Celine Dion shouter in my face. So yes, well done, Sally.
Thank you. Titanic did it for me once again. Well done, well done DiCaprio.
That's our amazing quiz there.
Yes,
Very scientifically proven, as you can tell.
yes.
We're going to run into some breaking news.
Oh my gosh, guys!
How
What is this
exciting.
breaking news?
Wow, if
Yes,
you've been
tell us,
watching
Sally.
the X Factor,
Which
you'll
I have.
know that there has been a lot of controversy over Frankie Kokoza
Oh.
and his glamorization of alcohol and everything like that, and him being a rock and roll star.
Oh, he's so rock and roll on the X Factor, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like Kitty. Was it Kitty?
Oh,
No,
God.
Kitty,
Don't
not
even
Kitty.
tell me about
Ugh.
Anyway.
Tabby. No,
And-
remember Tabby from the first series? Sorry.
An
Breaking
hou-
news.
An hour ago, Kitty. Oh no, what's his name? Frankie. This isn't going well. Breaking news.
Frankie.
Frankie was kicked off the X Factor. Pause for reaction.
Kicked off, really?
Kicked off the X Factor for all, because Ofcom basically had a review yesterday about him glamorising alcohol and swearing on the show, and it caused 102 complaints, and he
Wow.
hasn't apologised for it, but his behaviour and wild antics have caused him to be kicked off the show. So everybody who is rejoicing, rejoice, because it's a very glorious occasion.
Which could be a
for
lot of people,
myself.
from what I see on Facebook when it's on.
But however, he's still got in last week, so
Yeah, I don't understand that. There must have been just a collective phone
So
in
with a,
from his family or something.
exactly.
But I'm sure some of our listeners enjoy him, and I apologise if I've alienated any of you right now.
Definitely, but
Definitely, Kokoza
I
fans out there somewhere.
Yeah. Apparently, according to my valid source, The Sun,
Yeah.
there has been a sigh of relief.
Other
across-
newspapers are available.
Yeah, across a lot of people, because he was seen as very glamorized, and he tried too hard to be a rock star and things like that. So,
But would you
that's
say the
biggest
things
news.
that got him chucked off the show would also make him popular amongst other people?
I think,
He's a bit of a triad, isn't he?
yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of aspiring teenagers who are going to
Teenage
look
girls,
at him
I
and be
think.
like, oh yeah, it's amazing.
Mm.
But to be honest, coming from a way too adult point of view, I think it was bad because
It was really bad.
he really glamorized like the abuse of alcohol and going out every night and how amazing it all is and everything like that. And,
Yeah,
you know,
but
if you're a-
also he couldn't sing though, could he? So
couldn't sing.
you know,
But,
that's the bad thing about it.
Exactly.
Alcohol ruins your vocal
Yeah.
cords, kids. Do not do it.
At the end of the day, sorry to use an Apprentice cliche, but at the end of the day, I think it should be just about the music, and that glamorization of alcohol shouldn't really come into it. Do you think that's...
It's not.
completely
I
agree.
don't agree at all. I don't think it's about the alcohol. I don't agree, but I don't think the X Factor was ever about the music. It's about the judges,
Fashion.
Oh,
and
it's
that's why
completely about money.
we should bring back Danny Minogue because Danny Minogue is the X Factor, and Simon Cowell.
And Simon Cowell. Simon
Yes.
Cowell was good. But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest news.
Love Danny.
And yeah, let us know your thoughts on that.
Yeah,
because-
please do.
Yeah, because Frankie, it's very. I don't know what they're going to do because they had a double eviction last week, so I don't know whether
Perhaps
they're
they'll
going to
reinstate one of them and then kick him off on Sunday again.
Who do you want in? Johnny? Bring him back. All the risk.
Oh, the risk. That's a risk you take.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice. I like what you did there.
I like what I did there, so I said it.
But obviously, there's also been a lot of controversy around Talisa and Kelly as well, having
with them.
apparent rows.
Sexist society.
So what do we think about that, boys?
What were the rows over?
Basically, the other week they were doing a rock kind of thing, and Talisa kept on saying how it wasn't actually rock and people weren't doing rock songs when actually they were.
Like what were they doing?
Well, Talisa picked out songs that weren't rock, but Kelly did Sweet Child of Mine, which obviously is rock, but they did an a cappella version, like an acoustic version of it. And then Talisa was like, yeah, but that's not proper rock because she's not singing it in a rock kind of way.
Proper rock and X Factor are those two things you usually put together. I mean,
it gets worse though.
What?
It gets worse. Talisa, at the end of one of the People's performances, Misha B, was talking about backstage gossip and how
Misha B.
She was that was a brilliant impression.
Thank you.
And how she bullied other contestants backstage. Now,
I saw this. What's going on there?
My personal opinion is if it's backstage, it's to stay backstage. Like you say, it's a music show.
Yeah, especially if we haven't seen it, then they can't bring it.
I don't
if
think
they showed her going, oh, wah, 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 to somebody else,
like
then exactly like that. I would, fair enough. If it's part of the show, it's part of the show. But if you drag it out, if we haven't seen it, I don't care because I haven't seen it. So.
I'm not saying this justifies it, but I can understand why the X Factor would just want to make headlines by doing things like this.
Definitely. There's got to
get
be
as much publicity as possible.
That's all about it, really.
But basically, it was on the judging bit when she just finished doing her song, and everyone was like, "Yeah, you're good," and then Talisa and Louis come on and start sending allegations about alligators.
And Alec came on there and he was like, "What even is this program?" This is not the proms, guys.
No, I think it was very controversial. I don't think she should have done it, if I'm honest.
Right.
But yeah.
What we rank in X Factor this weekend? Did you see it?
I did watch it.
I didn't actually watch it.
I saw the results. Did not see the performances.
Oh, the results.
I'm a resultser. Did we think it was good?
The results were amazing.
The results weren't as good.
Florence and the Machine was absolutely incredible.
But then you got JLS then, haven't you?
Yeah.
What did they sing?
New song.
New song
sure
number 2. But yes.
But definitely.
Cocos are out.
Cocos are out. So that's the big news, everybody.
Yeah.
Cocosa is out. Hopefully they'll bring Johnny back if they don't.
Do you like Johnny then?
I'm just being biased, and yes, I do.
Oh.
But yeah.
Nice for you.
Quite sad, yeah. And I think I'm going to put in my prediction already. I think either Misha B will win or Little Mix. Even though I don't like their name.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that name. It sounds like Little Minx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
Who do you want to win?
I want Danny Minogue to come back. I want Simon Cowell to come back.
Right, that's not... that's
then I win.
Was
it valid?
Sorry, was it the X Factor that was having... Have you heard about Rhythmix? Or
that is Rhythmix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's very good. Anyway, so we're coming to the end of our show now.
Thank you all very much for supporting us and listening to us.
Definitely.
Special thanks to our producer today, who came at very short notice. Thank you, Amanda.
Good old Amanda. And yeah, we'll be back again same time next week.
Yes.
And we're going to play out with We Found Love by Rihanna.
Oh, I love it.
Calvin Harris. So enjoy, and thank you for listening, everyone. See you next week.
And goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thank you.